Welcome, good morning. صباح الخير، بانيتان باش. مرحبا بكم، أهلا وسهلا. بخير. Welcome everyone to the American University of Iraq, Sulaimani, for our 6th annual Sulaimani Forum. My name is Christine Vanden Toorn. I am the Executive Director of External Relations and Policy here, and I run our research center, AUIS, that puts on the Suli Forum. It's great to have many of you back, many of you here for the first time. This is my 10th year at AUIS and my 6th Suli Forum. Some of you, I think, have also been here 5, 4, 3, 6 times. And it's also great to have some new faces in the crowd. At AUIS, we really try to attract, keep the old, and bring in the new. So we're very happy to have you all here today. The title of this year's forum is Iraq and its neighbors toward a new regional order. And I think one great thing is that, to say the least, we do not have ISIS or Daesh in the title of this panel. And I think we're very lucky to have the former Prime Minister of Iraq here, which saw us through and saw Iraq through that dark time. And so we welcome him and we welcome all of our distinguished guests here today. So without further ado, we're on a very tight schedule. So I am not going to talk any longer. I'm just going to do a few housekeeping issues. If you do not have a translating device, please raise your hand and we will try to make our way to you through this kind of maze. And also, if you all have questions for the panels, we urge you to go to the website, which is auis.edu/Sulaimani Forum, and then submit a question. Because of the layout, it's going to be very difficult to do a live Q&A, so you can submit your questions through the AUIS Sulaimani Forum homepage. So translation, submitting questions. Without further ado, I wanted to introduce the president of AUIS, Dr. Bruce Ferguson, and he will open the conference.
Good morning and welcome to the American University of Iraq at Sulaimani. I thank Ms. Christine, the IRIS team, and all of our staff for their hard work in preparing for this event. And I would like at this time to ask all of you to give them a round of applause. I especially thank the staff who worked so hard to sprinkle snow on the mountains to make Sulaimani look like Davos. I thank the founder of our university, Dr. Barham Saleh, now President Barham Saleh, for his He's a man of vision, and he's a man whose unwavering support for higher education in Iraq, particularly this university, has meant a great deal to this region and this country. I also thank the chair of our board of trustees, Dr. Jill Derby, here from the United States, our other trustees here today, and many of you who've traveled vast distances to join us at this important event. I thank the first AUIS alumnus to serve on our board of trustees, Mr. Saad Hassan, for his generous financial support of this forum. And I invite all of our other guests to say hello to me during the next 2 days, so I may thank you personally for your time and commitment in finding good solutions to difficult problems. Why is the forum held at this university? All universities are places where knowledge is passed on from one generation to the next. We call this process teaching. Some universities are places where new knowledge is created or discovered. We call these processes exploration and research. In some universities, knowledge is exchanged and used by people who work together to solve problems. Here, we call that process the Sulaimani Forum. As a private, not-for-profit university with no investors and a mission to benefit the public, our university is dedicated to bringing people together to teach, to learn, to discover, to create, and to solve problems. Our 250 faculty and staff come from 20 different countries. Our 1,400 students come from towns and cities throughout Iraq and the Kurdistan region. At this university, we believe that what students learn outside the classroom about working in teams, about leadership, about community involvement, is just as important as what they learn in the classroom about how to speak and write in 2 or more languages, how to argue respectfully and constructively, and how to achieve academic excellence. We want our graduates not only to have good jobs, which they get, but to be good citizens, good family members, and good friends. We at this university then support this Youth Sulaimani Forum because all of you are people whom we admire and respect for what you seek to achieve. It is now my pleasure to introduce a special guest and friend, the Deputy Prime Minister of the Kurdistan region, the Honorable Qubad Talabani.